If you feel like you've plateaued with your inner work practices, whether that's meditation, EFT, whatever tools you use to work with your thoughts, feelings, and emotions to elicit some changes in your life and experience, which of course is what this channel is about, then here are a couple tips that I think can help you. They're a little bit deeper than tips, but there's some things to explore that I have found to be very useful in working with groups and working with people one-on-one to help reconnect them and get them on a path that's helping them actually move forward again. So the first one, and I harp on this a lot, is reconnecting to why you specifically are doing this, why you got into this. I say reconnect for a reason. I want you to see if you can remember or bring yourself back, or just whatever reconnect means to you, to the experience of there was something going on in your life that maybe you wanted to change, and you came across these tools like maybe, wow, this could be a way out. This could shift that way I experience myself. This could give me more confidence. This could get me more money. Whatever it was, in its most pure, unedited form, right? Because what I find over and over again is people have been doing this for a minute and they get into a conceptual idea of, you ask them what they want, it's like, well, I just want to be happy. I just want to be free. Okay, great. Who doesn't, right? Every human being wants that. But you didn't want to get deeper into your jazz bass playing and be a New York jazz musician, which is what I am and what I do. And a lot of these tools were like, wow, this could really help me with that, right? And remembering how I got into music and some of those first moments is super important when you get run down, when you're doing it to pay the bills. So it's important with this work as well. Now, reconnect could imply that it's going to be the same, but it could also mean, okay, but what do I actually want? Let me take some time to connect to and explore that. Not a spiritual sounding thing, unless you really means something specific to you, right? But that's where the energy is. So if you want more money, if you want to get out of debt, if you want to have a business that has good clients that you like working with, and that's really what could inspire you, then you need to reconnect to that and go, okay, this is what I'm going to use my EFT for. I'm going to look at blocks and whatever it is around this. I'm going to examine, this is what I actually want, be damned how it sounds. And you might not realize, you might realize you don't actually know what you want, and then you need to invest more energy there. Because it's known underneath. There's just things blocking you from seeing it, from articulating it, and so on. Okay, number 2 is to go deeper into the fundamentals. One thing that happens is, it's just the nature of the mind. You think you know a process. Oh, Stoner method, I already know how to do that, right? Breathing, meditation, I know that. I've already gone through this meditation thing 1,000 times. That's what will bite you every time. In sports, in music, in anything else, it's the fundamentals and going more deeply into them. So, do you really take some conscious breaths? Do you really deeply go into your body? Or if that's a point of challenge, do you examine and work with and tap through, okay, I'm afraid to feel my body. There's tension there. I have some videos on this channel for that can help you with that as well. So taking the essence of whatever the practice is and saying, okay, forgetting the fact that I think I'm advanced or that I already know this, and really, like I'm learning it for the first time, that beginner's mind, okay, let me just try the practice. Let me see how focused I actually am. Is my mind actually wandering because I think I already know how to do this? Right? Re-examine the fundamentals. Try to reconnect with that time when it was new and exciting. Right? Wow. Okay, I can feel something in my body. Maybe this could shift. Maybe this could take me somewhere interesting. Versus, doing the breathing or doing whatever. Right? Super important. And finally, for now, this is its own universe, and I have a eBook about this. If it's not ready yet, it will be down below at some point. Examine your relationship to yourself in the process. So all I'm briefly going to say about that now is you want to take some time to step back and say, okay, how am I approaching this when I sit down to do it? Do I see myself as broken and damaged, and I'm hoping this technique is going to fix me? Because that's a relationship that, again, is its own universe to explore. And you really want to take some time to feel into that and explore, wait a minute, maybe That's not the healthiest way to look at this. Maybe you didn't realize you were perceiving it that way. Are you looking at this like, I'll give it a shot and see if it works? That's not particularly useful with a lot of inner work. I mean, it's great to do that in the beginning to see if a technique maybe resonates with you, but you can't be scientific in the same way that if I throw this chemical on this chemical, it's going to make fire happen every time, and that's just how it works. Your relationship, the state of mind, the attitude you have going into it actually affects the process. Therefore, we have to examine the biggest variable, which is ourselves, going into it. So do you deep down think, yeah, this isn't possible, this isn't going to work? I'm not saying nothing can work if you think that, because that could be very defeatist. But you want to examine, you want to take the time to slow down and say, what's my state of mind? How am I conceptualizing this whole thing? And then, when you explore it a bit, I invite you to look at it from a standpoint of exploration, just playing with it a little bit to say, okay, you know what? Let me close my eyes, let me feel into my body, let me ask some questions and just explore, just see what answers come up. Right? Forget the idea that I already know how to do this, forget what I think is supposed to happen. That's an example of a more playful relationship. Let me go in here and see what happens when I ask some questions. Is your relationship, okay, I got to get it right this time, I have to do it perfect, I'm a perfectionist? Take some time to explore that, and then feel free to comment below. Let me know some specific things that come up for you around any of these, really. Share why you're doing this, or if you're having trouble reconnecting to that, what the fundamentals are, or your relationship to the process, what's coming up for you, and we can explore that deeper as well. Okay, I hope that helps, and let me know what happens.